All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. Game number 1 in a best of 3 series, yes, between Mitoe and Optimus Prime for the Underused Cup. This map will be a Dorondex, and should be quite interesting to see. We'll start with Mitoe, obviously top 8 for the New World Championship, playing as the Iroquois, and here, obviously one of the food crates is a wood crate, so we will have to see. Pardon me, I was just adjusting the score there. What he does with his Discovery Travel, I'm going to scout for the time being, but we've been seeing usually what you'll do is build a house with it, and that's absolutely fine. But he's gathering wood, so I'm interested to see what he wants to do. Perhaps he will build a trading post after all. However, on the other side of the map here in the color blue, we do have Optimus Prime. It is a wood start by the looks of it, getting his consulate down ASAP. And Japan's going to be quite pleased with that. But so is Iroquois. It means that they can get a trading post. But Japan going to have a nice quick consulate. He can get his Portuguese allies in very quickly. And that means his first shrine will be cheaper than usual. Going for 80 food. Divine Strike coming in. Quite a nice treasure to pick up there.
Yeah, question for you. The Iroquois, what was the American pronunciation? Iroquois?
Iroquois.
Iroquois. So what about the Travois? How would they pronounce that?
Travois.
Travois. It sounds wrong to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound quite right. But in the middle of the map, Mitoe going for a quick TP. He'll get the pass with plenty of time to spare. And he'll also get that bear, where he's going to be taking out that treasure and going for the 80 XP. Why not? It's to hand.
Yeah, it's right next to his TP. It's quite an easy one to get there. And I think he converted a black bear that was guarding it, or was that earlier on? Either way, black bear's pretty good pickup. It's not the best. It's no outlaw rifleman, but perhaps his ability will be recharged when he ends up going for this. The bear is going to find that there, and that's probably where he'll head next. That's just quite a nice treasure to grab. Japan, on the other hand, scouting with the orchard. He's found 60 wood, but he's at the moment in the bottom of the map picking up another 60 wood treasure. So if he can grab a little bit more wood, and if he sends Heavenly Kami, he needs to get 75 wood. He can build an extra.
Does he have Heavenly Kami?
No, not in his deck. We're going to see
hello.
3 fishing boats, which is the standard for Japan on a water map.
Yes, but of all the water maps we've seen today, nobody has really played much water. We saw the last game with Soldier. He was having a small water presence, but not much at all. And this time it looks like we may actually see a player going a bit more on the water. Oh my god, it's dizzying.
Yeah.
It's dizzying.
I won't do that too much, but we can do it, which is the advantage of a 3D
Can we put it
game.
back?
Yeah,
I'm feeling uneasy.
Yeah. What they
please,
need...
please take it back.
If you ever have this setting in a game, like, it's all well and good, but as soon as you stop, it needs to return to normal, right? As soon as you lift your finger off it, like, re-rotates or something.
Just don't press the button, please.
Right.
Oh.
Feeling nauseated.
I really do.
I think the only time I'm going to use that is when there's a fight happening and there's trees in the way or something.
Okay, well, we can do that if trees are in the way. I'll accept it. I'll allow it. But Mitoe there, saving a shipment by the looks of things. He's not aged up yet. He's just clicking up now. Oh. And the Japanese player is already about 40% of the way up to Colonial. And it looks like Mitoe is saving. Let's see what he's got in his deck, shall we?
In Mitoe's deck, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Pretty normal stuff here. The one thing that makes... the Iroquois strong. They've got 3 military shipments as well as 3 upgrades. They've got infantry hit points, infantry attack, which affects both Tomahawks and Aena, so it's a really strong shipment, and the conservative tactics as well, which affects Aena and Tomahawks. So basically 3 upgrades there. Mind you, that one's only 10% and these are 15, but still.
Yeah. Real quick in the chat, Reaper asking if we're doing anything for E3. We'll be recapping the E3 announcements tomorrow. That'll be up tomorrow. That's the plan. But after the stream today, we're going to be watching the E3 announcements and then summarizing it and posting a video on Monday. But yeah. So at the moment, early game. Let's see. Treasuring. Optimus Prime getting...
Doing quite well.
Food,
50
wood.
coin, 80 food, and 40 XP. And a native scout there.
Roughly even, I think, by the looks of things.
Yep. Let's see what Mitoe is going to do then. So this is the interesting thing. Like he's got a decision to make. Does he play some sort of colonial-based agenda and do lots of aggressive stuff early on versus Japan? That's what I thought he would do. But actually, we're seeing the Torii gates come out of the Japanese here. So this is going to make him quite strong early on, not just because he gets a samurai for free, which he's going to be using to do some damage. So this is really nice. It looks like Iroquois Warheart only just now going down. So this samurai is going to have a lot of sieging potential before any units come out. And samurais have quite a lot of siege, so that's really nice for him. But he's going to come in with the crack shot. Doesn't kill it, but the War Chief will do a substantial amount of damage.
Yeah, well, speaking about damage, doing damage to that TP, Mitoe's already sent his first shipment. The second one will be on the way very soon, and it might be military. We'll see.
Optimus has sent his first shipment. Wait.
I'm talking about Mitoe. He's got one in queue,
right.
One's coming, and then one to follow. It's 5 vills, okay.
Yeah, and that's just having 2 TPs, right? You stack them up real fast. So it looks like Mitoe will not be going with the aggressive strategy. Which is probably a good thing, because against someone who's gone Torii Gates, this is giving you a 1.5 times XP multiplier, and it just makes them a lot stronger, sort of, faster, I guess. They have a better early game, so to speak. They're not investing in so many shrines, and Japan isn't so vulnerable early on. So that's sort of a more aggressive build almost, and we can see 5 Yumi coming sort of across the map right now. But what Mitoe will be doing is starting eco-focused and going for what we call a semi-FF, 5 Tomahawks coming out now, and going to be trying to get to the Fortress Age, and that's when he needs to set up a really big timing to deal with Japan. It won't be as important in this game because he's not invested so much in shrines. Second crack shot coming in just before his Explorer goes down.
Lose it.
Yeah.
150 XP for that.
Yeah, because of the multiplier, right?
Exactly, and the Tomahawk going to clean up those Yumi by the looks of things, so it's not too bad. And more Tomahawk coming out behind this as well. Might want to GB a little bit there, but then he has got the reinforcements coming in, so might be able to turn that back. But yeah, for now, Mitoe just retreating back towards his war hut and sending another 4 villagers. At the same time, though, Optimus sending 5 fish, and so both of them quite heavily focused on eco shipments so far.
Yep, and that's pretty good, right? It looks like Mitoe is really setting up for that sort of eco for a really, really strong Fortress Age. The Yumi now coming in, they're quite vulnerable, right? They're really far forward. A couple of Aena being pushed out on the back, which would give him any snare if he wanted to. He could put them into hand combat, and the Tomahawks will be able to catch up. Not going to do that, though, but there is still going to be able to shoot.
How are Aena? Are they any good?
Yeah, they're quite high HP, 12 ranged attack, not as much as, say, a crossbowman, but they do have the multipliers of a skirmisher, so they're quite good against heavy infantry and ranged cavalry. They cost 100 food, though. They don't cost any other resource. You all right? And makes them... Yeah, it makes them very spammable. You can just have everyone on food, and they don't cost anything else.
That's super good. Okay. So, Forest People Ceremony and End Relations.
Yeah,
that's
a wood upgrade, and in relations is to get something new at the consulate.
Okay.
It looks like...
I see, because he's gonna change the consulate with that, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine he'll go into isolation with Japan, which gives you a stat bonus on your units, as well as you can change shinobis and stuff like that.
Cool. Yeah, so at the moment, Mitoe pushing him back and sending 6 Kanye Wests to the field. That should help against the Yumi, for sure.
Yeah, here comes the Kanye Wests.
And honestly, it's only Yumi out, so that's going to be very effective, I think. He's even chasing them down quite nicely with that army at the top, and then should get the Kanyes in to intercept this army as well. So very good for Mitoe. He'll probably trade off very well here.
Nice split. Doesn't need to send them all in the same place. Mitoe showing us that he knows what he's doing, and does manage to catch 3 extra Yumi there that he might not have otherwise. It's pretty good for him.
Units lost. I feel like Mitoe's traded very well.
Yes, 21 Yumi have gone down for very little cost. That was a very strong trade for him.
Is that purely down to military control or unit composition?
I think it's maybe both. Probably composition, though. Cavalry really, really strong.
Yeah, but I feel like most of those kills came before the cavalry came in even.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll get the shrine, and this is just going to snowball, I feel. Mitoe at 32 military against 10. And trading off so well, it's probably going to be very difficult for Optimus to be able to get a decent military mass together to take this on, I feel. He's also lacking that eco boost that the Shogu Shrine would have given him.
Yeah. But he's ahead on eco overall, 46 to 34. And that's a bank wagon. Oh, he's allied with the Dutch, so...
He'll have a bank.
He'll have a bank, which is some eco.
Yeah, well, I say some eco. It's actually going to put him up even further ahead of Mitoe economically.
Yeah, but Mitoe's doing very well militarily, isn't he?
Yeah.
It looks like he's just roaming the map, going to kill off some shrines. And he's sending 600 coin now, which by the looks of it, he's going to use to age up.
For sure, there it is.
Once he hits Fortress Age, we'll see him get those upgrades in on these units, and then he'll probably try and finish the game.
Yeah, from there, I guess. I mean, at the moment, Mitoe's going up very quickly, so he's using his fast age politician, and he's probably... I mean, he's going to save that shipment, so what's he going to send when he reaches Fortress? It could be a big military shipment. He could send the...
one of the strongest
shipments. Yeah, I'm trying to think. He's got the cuirassiers in there.
If we take a look at his current military units, he's got mostly ANA, so here probably send some sort of supporting unit for those. So probably cavalry, probably not forest prowlers, just because he's got so much anti-cavalry already. So I'm expecting tomahawks or canyons or something like that.
Okay. Could have the gold for the... Oh, no, he's sent it already. Never mind. Yeah, that shipment's coming in right now.
He could be getting 500 gold for... Oh, he's already sent it.
Yeah, sent it. That's what I mean, yeah.
Probably 6 Kanya.
Yeah. And the Naginata there coming in as well.
Oh, he's got musket riders, I think, in here too. Yeah, probably muskets, actually.
Okay, well, we'll see if he comes in with those. The AN's at the back firing on. And this is where Optimus Prime needs to take a good engagement now, because obviously Mitoe, just hitting age 3, is going to start getting more powerful units out on the field. It looks like it went quite well for him. He's evened up in military population, but of course that shipment from Mitoe hasn't popped yet, and when it does, he's going to pull back ahead. There it is, 8 Forest Prowlers coming out.
Okay, so we'll be going with more anti-infantry there, more ranged infantry rather. Big mass of those. And maybe that's okay. But as we can see, Naginata now coming out here, and that's what's going to be really strong against this.
They'll be effective.
Depends how many he can get out, though, and he needs to not, lose units like this walking into the fight. That's a shame for him there.
Yeah, has got to be careful. It's kind of where attack move comes in useful, I guess. You should always attack move everywhere.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't know. Depends how good you are at microing, I guess, and paying attention to your army. But 600 gold and 600 gold for Optimus Prime. Still staying feudal, colonial. How long is he staying colonial? No, he's just gone up there. There we go.
Yep, see what he's going up with. The Golden Pavilion. Which is going to give him, I believe, some Yumi archers and a bunch of upgrades that he can get. Which is Japan scale really, really well. They get a lot of really strong units. Now 9 Tomahawks coming out, but I don't know if it's going to matter because this is what Mitoe's going for. Lots of units now coming in. 9 Tomahawk behind that. And with
big mass.
With the 9 Tomahawks, he's now very, very safe because he's gotten enough anti-infantry, cavalry to protect the forest prowlers or anything like that. And he can feel very confident coming forward now.
What's the siege on the Tomahawks? I think it's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a musketeer, so about the same power level.
25 siege. That's very good. But they are upgraded as well to elite. And Optimus Prime going to have to stay back, it seems. Wait for that age up to come through. Maybe wait for disciplined Ashi, perhaps. But at the moment, quite low on military overall. 32 to 64. It's a 2-to-1 military advantage for Mitoe. And he's rolling on in there, and Optimus Prime can't seem to do much about it except watch and wait for the time being. More Yumi Archer. Did I say disciplined Ashi? Maybe the Yumis will get upgraded, actually. He's got more of those.
Well, we can go to TBR.
Nothing. Neither. Doesn't matter. Mitoe's pushing in.
Yeah, he's just finding it hard to get enough resources to get those upgrades in. But Flaming Arrows would be really, really strong against this because a pure infantry army is obviously weak to artillery. And that's what he'll send. But I don't know if it'll be enough. I mean, it's obviously going to be strong, but that's a lot of units here in his base. Second barracks does go down, and now all he's got is the stable in the back there. Let's see what he does. I'm expecting to see...
Units in queue. Let's take a look if he's got more Naginata.
Flaming Arrows have arrived, and...
Oh, that's good.
That's what he needs. Can he get some damage done with those?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a little underwhelming, to be honest. But he's getting stuck in there. The Naginata just... Oh, that's awkward. That's very awkward.
So he's focusing down the Flaming Arrows with his long-range Forest Prowlers, whilst everything else is just targeting whatever. The Tomahawks are now on the side, which is where they need to be. And they have... yeah, they're going to be very strong against... They've got that ×3, right, versus these... All the Naginatas go down.
Infantry combat just coming in. The Flaming Arrow is still up, actually, but not a good target there that it chose.
Yeah, he's killed just the one and then decided to... now he's going to focus the remaining one.
And that's it. Down. It's done. Mitoe will win the game.
Mitoe going to take game number 1.
There it is. Game number 1. Going the way of Mitoe there.
That's right. Congratulations to Mitoe.
Interesting game. I feel like Mitoe was just sort of one step ahead at all times, really. Obviously, he had the extra TP, which helped with those military shipments. He kept that military advantage due to taking so many good trades earlier on. And, wow, the walls for the Iroquois are a little different, too. That's interesting.
Yeah, just being safe, right? Like, limit the paths that his opponent can come at him with cav. But that is going to put an end to game number 1. And are they still in game? They're still in game 1.
They're still in game 1 over there.
We are now ahead of the ESOC streak.
We are indeed. So, of course, this is semi-final number 1. And semi-final number 2 is going on at ESOC TV right now. Currently...
Do you mean quarterfinal?
Did I say quarter? Yeah, sorry, it is the quarterfinal.
Yeah,
this is quarterfinal. They're doing the semi-final. I apologize. This is the quarterfinal.
Here are the brackets. You can see Kaiser versus Taben will be the first semi-final.
That's happening now.
Is that okay?
But yeah, that's what's happening now on ESOC.
Right. So that's a semi-final.
Yeah. And we're doing the quarterfinal here between Mitoe and Optimus. The winner of this plays Lord Raphael in the other semi. And I think we're casting that one.
I see. Or whichever stream finishes first, I guess. No, I think we're casting that,
because ESOC are doing the other one.
Right.
So we'll be casting this and the next one, and then ESOC will do the grand finals and probably the bronze match, I'm guessing.
Cool.
So?
There is a bronze match today.
There is a bronze match. Yeah, so we're back in the lobby now, and we're going to see what civs are taken next. Of course, Mitoe can't take the Iroquois anymore, but Optimus Prime can take the Japanese if he desires.
That is true. Oh, pardon me. The next map will be Mendocino.
Mendocino. There we go. The 2 big craters in the middle of this map.
Yeah, and 2 ponds as well on the sides there. It really breaks the map up quite a lot. You can really build walls nicely on this minimap. Whether we'll see that or not is something else. But Mitoe, no surprises here. China is, very strong civ, and according to Mitoe, has no terrible matchups. So he's quite pleased to be playing China in this.
Optimus Prime is saying, I just take an auto loss, which means he could just be conceding here.
That wouldn't be any fun.
No, but it could also be what he's doing. I don't know. Obviously, he can still play with Japanese. He doesn't have to tap out right here. He still has a chance to play.
I think he'll play. I think he just means like I lost automatically or something.
Last game. Maybe he's talking about last game.
I hope so.
It would seem weird to host the lobby if you didn't want to play.
That's true.
Thank you.
Dead Penguin coming in with a subscription. Thank you very much. With Prime.
Penguin.
India.
That's a penguiner right there. Well, India, you can't take India. India banned. He did this before though. He just picked the wrong civ by mistake. But thanks Dead Penguin for the support. Subbing for free with Twitch Prime. That's how you do it right there.
That is how you do it. I just had this idea that you could farm the Twitch Primes by...
Farm them?
Well, no, not us. I mean, like, let's say you get Twitch Prime. You can get some money back if you have your own Twitch stream. You can then go subscribe to yourself.
That wouldn't work, would it? Because Twitch Taker could.
Well, you get some of it back. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I see what you mean, though. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Good catch. I would have just played it, says Mitoe. Yeah. But without you, I would have not spotted it either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just.
Oh, okay.
I'm just here to cast some games.
Well, it's
I'm
Ottoman.
so used to like. Yeah, it is Ottoman versus the
Chinese.
Let's see how this goes.
That's absolutely fine. And yeah, we've got our next match coming up right now. Game number 2. It is match point. Mitoe did look very dominant in game 1, but game 2 is another game, another story, another opportunity for Optimus Prime now to equalize the series, or for Mitoe to make it through to the semis.
Okay, let's see how this goes. China, a very strong civilization, one that Mitoe, or I should say one that Mitoe is very strong with. So, given the format, this Underused Cup, that only benefits him, because this is a civ he's good with anyway, right? And his opponents are just less likely to have civil...
Yeah.
He was spawning off the map, that chap. And
They usually do.
Yeah, they do. They do. But going for a trading post right away, Optimus Prime, playing as the Ottomans here. Let's see what he can do. Also building a trading post. An Ottoman can be very fast and dirty with whatever they want to do, colonial or fortress. So don't count him out just yet. Optimus Prime. Ottomans are strong, and it is a scary civ.
Yeah. Ottomans, we've seen quite a lot of them picked today, actually, and Chinese as well. They seem to be two of the sort of more favoured civs of the remaining ones available. Yeah, I'm curious to see what we'll see. Obviously, there's no water on this map. So
there is.
Oh, well, yes, there is, actually. Maybe we'll see some frigates in those ponds. You never know.
I don't know if you could fit one, but yeah.
Try.
This pond's a bit... It's a love heart.
Oh,
yeah.
That's lovely.
Looks like they Optimus Prime 80 XP there. And so far he's found himself 50 coin as well. This is going to get him that first shipment a little bit sooner. And actually, I think he's already got that on the way, so never mind. So it's not actually going to do anything except help his colonial age stuff. But yeah, XP before your first shipment is really good, and then afterwards is not quite so good. 90 food to Mitoe, a nice find for him. And he has also found 70 food, so could
Lots
be seeing...
of food, very fast up, perhaps.
Yeah, Mitoe, especially as China, right? You don't have to wait for the last villager to finish. You can just drop down the wonder whenever you like. So probably going to see his wonder a bit sooner, and that's quite good for China. One of the weaknesses they do have against Ottoman is that China's one of the slowest civs to age up to age 2, as well as India. So anything to help that is going to be really nice.
Yeah. But they're also very likely to do a fast fortress as well. So getting up quicker is always beneficial. Optimus Prime also has a trade post, as the Ottomans usually do, but no one picking up the second trade post yet. Perhaps we'll see that in transition, but it seems unlikely at the moment because I don't think either player picked up a wood treasure, which would have helped with that.
Yeah, and going for a trading post, more than one, if your opponent does do something in colonial, they just start destroying both the trading posts, and it doesn't seem like it's, especially if you've only just built it and they didn't then destroy them, it's not overly valuable. So perhaps not. We will see. Let's switch on over to shipment sent. Normal stuff here. Mitoe will be sending the Northern Refugees with just the one village by the looks of it there. So 2 villager shipment essentially, but now going to be going up with the Summer Palace.
Standard stuff.
Optimus Prime, he will build an extra trading post. And what that tells me is that he's planning something colonial orientated. Otherwise, it's kind of risky here. Or maybe he's just confident in the fact that his opponent playing as the Chinese is unlikely to do anything colonial, and he can probably get away with a second TP.
Yeah, right. Oh, hello. Silk Road. I haven't seen that sent, actually.
Okay, so this is for sure a colonial build. And what this does is it improves all crates by 25%. So these are now 125 wood crates. Yeah. So his politician bonus is actually 500 wood, which is quite nice. And it also improves the trading posts.
Nice to get that in just before he ages up as well.
Yeah, the timing
was
nice on
build.
point.
Yeah, very nice build. Lovely stuff. I'm actually excited to see this. I have not seen this build myself, personally.
Yeah, it's It's only possible on EP. This is not quite as strong as on the RE patch. Just gives Ottoman some more sort of colonial age options. That villager taking a beating, but will get away. The monk, though...
Ooh, 3 HP.
Looks like he's all right. He's going to get out of there.
He is. Mitoe using his tomahawk there to try and harass a bit and maybe see what's going on, but doesn't see much, doesn't get much.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't really scout Silk Road unless you click the crates and you can see that it's got more wood than usual in it there. But a mosque and a barracks coming down off that 100 extra wood that he's gotten for free. Why not make a mosque? It gives you 0.7 XP per second, which puts it roughly in line with a trading post in terms of value.
So let's see what Mitoe sends now, because he's up, right? But he's actually quite heavily chopping wood at the moment. And the Fast Fortress does not seem to be on the cards for him.
It seems that he's noticed that Silk Road actually was sent when he clicked on the traits, and as a result will build a trading post here just to make it more awkward for Ottoman to get that route for free. And he's going to benefit like this. Like it is risky to build it, but it's going to pay off so quickly because of the stagecoach. It won't matter. 700 wood coming out. So it looks like he wants to stay colonial, protect these TPs a bit, make Ottoman put up a fight for it, and he's going to use that wood to put down a war academy there.
Yeah, it would have been the 700 gold if he was going for the FF, which we've seen so many times already today with the Chinese. So a very nice game so far. It's shaping up to be something a little different sort of play style from both players, deviating from what you'd perhaps expect to see from these civs.
You say that. I think, though, it's still very possible Mitoe will Fast Fortress. He'll just send the 700 coin later. This is more of an adaptation to Silk Road that he spotted. So either way, it's still a bit different. But I still think ultimately China will play out the same way it usually does. But this is an interesting start for sure.
Yeah, he's going to have his first banner army soon, and he's got 8 Shuko Nu coming in as well. So it definitely looks like he's prepared to apply some pressure here.
Yeah.
Let's see what's being trained, units in queue.
It seems like he wants to abuse the fact...
banner army.
He wants to take advantage of the free trading post. He's sending 8 Shuko Nus now, and that's necessary to defend it, right? He's going to need some armies here.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And this is looking pretty good. Takes down a Jan right away, and making use of... You see, like, he shoots and then... the animation, he doesn't bother with it. He just walks as soon as they're finished shooting.
Good control from Mitoe, and that's what he sort of did last game and got ahead so far with that as well. Just getting so good trades. There's the 700 coin coming in.
Yep.
But now it's a lot later than normal.
It's
for
a lot
Fast Fortress.
Yeah, but that's fine because he's got the trading posts.
His Optimus Prime's already up.
That he is. Is that going up now?
No, he's about to. Yeah, he is now.
Yep. All right, let's see what he gets done.
Yep, this is now an opportunity for Mitoe. Maybe he goes for the TPs. He's got the pikeman there, so he can quite easily siege that down. And who did Stagecoach? I'm guessing it was Optimus Prime.
Yeah, it would have been Optimus.
So, it's an investment into that. And then if Mitoe takes that away from him, and on the flip side benefits from the Stagecoach himself with his own TPs, then you've just done your opponent a massive favor if you're Optimus Prime.
Especially, and it's even worse for Optimus because he's getting extra efficiency where Mitoe isn't from these TPs. So he really doesn't want to lose them at all. No, as you said, Pike, for the time being, I think that's 9 pikes. So he's gotten 1 for free, and he's trained 2 banner armies to get 9 pikes total. And he's going to take that down just before the pass, so that's going to be frustrating. And perhaps he'll go and kill the second one as well.
And Mitoe going up as well. So semi-FF, it's not really just naked FF. He will actually apply some pressure, do something here in Colonial. But
yeah, for sure.
Obviously both players wanting to get up fairly quickly. And there's the Porcelain Tower. So, what's Optimus Prime going up with? I guess resource crates, right? Because he wants... Oh,
yeah, okay. there are... Well, that would be great, but there is no Fortress Age.
Oh, is there not?
Oh, there's 1,000 gold. The Tycoon, isn't there? That's interesting.
Is that Fortress Age?
No, that is Industrial Age, you're right. Yeah, there is actually no... The only one is the Caravel. You get a Caravel and 400 wood. But I don't know if it's necessarily worth, because you wouldn't get a Caravel, right? So
well, you could. Oh, no, you don't have a home city marker. That's a shame.
There's nowhere to put it, but that's so again, the marksman will give him 4 Abyss guns, I believe. There they are. Going to have those. Going to complement the Jans quite nicely.
Building that trade post as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't take that away from me.
But it's annoying because it's a trade post gone down. He probably had to toggle these to wood to get that, and that's less wood for housing and stuff like that. But yeah, he is now up, and let's see what he can do. Coming forward, perhaps he'll kill one of these ones over here. But Mitoe, he's had 8 villagers on the Porcelain Tower this whole time. Now that he's up, let's switch on over to units in queue and see if he upgrades those Chocanu. But Porcelain Tower currently toggled to food. That's going to be nice for him. I think what he needs to do is try and use the Chocanus best he can to take as little damage as he can from these units whilst defending the trading post.
That would be good for him.
5 Spahis coming out.
Hello.
They are pretty sexy units, those. They're very, very strong. They got a lot of area damage. They're going to tear through the Chocanu here. And those Abyss guns doing a good job. It looks like that trading post will go down. Mitoe's not going to be able to keep it. And those Chocanus, they could be very, very vulnerable.
Could be. We will see if they are supported by anything. Keep in mind he has got the pikes, but positioning there is going to be key. He's moving over now to the second TP. Take that away from Mitoe. Wonder if he'll follow up with actually adding a TP of his own on Mitoe's side. But Mitoe's pushing out. He's got the flails there. And some, is that meteor hammers as well? Yeah.
Yeah, and iron flails.
So a little bit of good cavalry for him too. We'll see what he can do now because Prime is very far forward and I think Mitoe feels confident enough to take this fight.
Yeah, he's got a lot of units here. 1,000 coin coming in from Optimus behind this as well. Going to try and take out... Yeah, he's sort of kiting back from the Spahis. Now he's just going to get stuck in there.
Mitoe's coming out on top massively there.
Yeah, the trouble with Spahi is they only have 10% range resist there, so they do die quickly in the sense, but they do have a lot of hit points. But yeah, it does look like he's coming out, especially with those pikes doing all the damage to those Spahis. He's really cleaned this up, hasn't he?
Yep, Cav getting on top of the Abyss as well. And Mitoe very comfortably cleaning that up, knowing exactly what he needed to take that fight, and does that quite comfortably, keeping most of the Chocanu alive, losing a few of his cavalry units and most of the pikes, but that's a good trade to make, and he can now push back across the map. And it seems like both players sort of just tickling each other's trade posts all game.
Yeah.
Sort of trading blows in a way.
It does seem like that. It's been going back and forth all game, hasn't it? But now, I don't know if he'll go for the TPs. I feel like normally you wouldn't, but it's so valuable to Ottoman that maybe he will. The other option is just go straight for your opponent and bell up the villagers, which is more or less perhaps even better than killing the TPs, because here the vills won't be able to gather, and if any units are created, you can kill them as and when they arrive.
But can kill the
Optimus
town
Prime is going up to the Industrial Age. I didn't expect that.
No, he's not.
He is?
Yeah, he is, but I mean, he's not, because...
Yeah,
it's over.
Minutemen coming out. It seems like suicide there.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's trying to get the revolution in. Maybe that was like his hope. What's he got in his deck here? He's got 6 spies, 12 abbas, 2 great bombards. So he has got stuff in there, but as you said, it's kind of
Well, I was thinking maybe Mitoe would kill the TC before the age up happens. He doesn't have much siege in there. So if he had more pikes, maybe he would. But as it stands, everything's idle. Optimus Prime will reach the Industrial Age, and maybe he will manage to send 6 units, but it won't be enough.
He'll get up, he'll get up, but that is the question, right? Is will 12 Abyss guns or whatever be enough? Going up with the Grand Vizier, or whatever his name is, for 2 Spahi.
Grand Vizier?
Yep.
Yeah. And, he's got the redcoats in there. So they're going to go melee combat, take out these Spahi as fast as he can. More cav coming in. And actually, they're doing really well once they get on top of those sort of weaker units. But all in all, Mitoe continuing to clean up and go back to sieging the TC.
Second TC coming down from Mitoe as well, just to consolidate his victory. Start to get it further ahead in economy. And the wood's pretty much free. It's coming from the trading post, so it's easier to do that than usual.
Yeah, that makes sense. The stagecoach paying off there. And yeah, I mean, Ottoman is up. That's great. That's all well and good. But this TC might go down here. And I'm wondering if he's actually going to get that shipment in. If the TC goes down, he can't get the shipment, right? Oh, there you go. GG called. Optimus Prime gives in and doesn't get his shipment sent. I think he recognizes that TC as a goner. The villagers with it. And there you go. Mitoe takes the series in a 2-0 fashion and gets a rather comfortable win there in game number 2.
Yep, and the semi-finals will be happening very, very shortly. One on each channel by the looks of it. Looks like, though, Kaiser Klein versus Tabin has been... Is that still game 1?
No, that's game 2. That's game 2 over there. But they've just started it. They've not updated the scoreboard over on ESOC, so I can't tell you the score. I think Kaiser's 1-0 right now.
That would be the expected outcome.
Yeah. So it's 2-0 to Mitoe over here. He'll go through, and he will now face, in the semi-final, Lord Raphael